Gentlelady yields back. I now recognize Representative Young Kim of California, who's the vice-ranking member of the Subcommittee on Asia, the Pacific, Central Asia, and Nonproliferation for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman. Secretary Blinken, I appreciate your patience. It's been a long day. I'll get right to the point, and I would appreciate if you could keep your answers brief, too. The withdrawal from Afghanistan continues to be a disaster that has been worsened by this administration's response. And I want to be clear, the issue is not whether we should have withdrawn, but how we withdrew and the complete lack of accountability from this administration. We left hundreds of Americans stranded behind enemy lines, abandoned our Afghan partners who fought by our side, left behind 500 journalists from the U.S. Agency for Global Media in Afghanistan, and left the fates of women and children in the hands of Taliban. Let's recognize that many State Departments and their employees risked their lives and worked tirelessly over the last month, so I want to thank them for their service. However, due to a vacuum in the leadership from this administration, the veterans, ordinary citizens, and congressional offices were forced to step up and, in many cases, take the lead in helping Americans and allies free the country through independent rescue operations. Unfortunately, many of these operations, especially charter flights, have met resistance from the State Department every turn. And one of the Afghan SIVs we work with the Marine veterans to try to evacuate was Syed Obaidullah Amin. He served heroically and risked his life as a translator for the U.S. forces. Despite having a pending SIV, P1, P2 application, he was abandoned by this administration during the evacuation process. He and his wife were killed at Abbey Gate during the Kabul airport attack, fighting to get to safety, leaving their 2 infant sons orphans. There are still P1 and P2 applicants and need the State Department's help. It is too late to save his life, but we still have time to save others. And my office and other congressional offices have been working with a third party to evacuate civilians, people that this administration left behind. This group includes Americans, Afghan partners, and civilians of allied nations. This operation, without the help of the State Department, has secured routes into a neighboring country and has the approval of officials to stage people there for transport to a safe third country, where NGOs stand ready to feed, treat, and process those people. Without basic support from the State Department, this country has made it very clear that everyone in this group will be sent back to Afghanistan to die at the hands of the Taliban. Secretary Blinken, they have started moving as we speak, and the first group has 60 people in it, and 40 of them are children. Your team already has all the necessary information that we provided, but has been repeatedly refused to provide any assistance. I've called your office 2 times and talked to your officials. These people are all doomed if state does not approve and provide transport to a safe third country. Secretary Blinken, I need your commitment now that your department will approve and provide transport for these people. Do I have your word that you will make this happen?
We're committed, Congresswoman, to working with you and to working with every other member on securing the safe transport for people that you've identified and that seek to leave Afghanistan. So we will work directly with you on that. But I remind you that we do not control who leaves the country.
Secretary Blinken, you don't understand. If we don't do anything right now, even for another day, these people are in grave danger. I need your commitment now. Your department, your office, have all these information. We just need your commitment right now that you will work with them. I
have here, it's maybe hard to see on the screen. These are all the cases, and
from my office, all those
no,
people?
from members of this committee. that we're working on. We've had
I
26,000
cannot emphasize that evacuation
inquiries.
is needed for the
We've
people that are
responded to
already out of
21,000 of them.
Afghanistan.
And we're working on every single case to the best of our ability. But what we're trying to do right now is to put in place a system that recognizes people who can leave, making good on commitments that have been made to us in the international community by the Taliban, and to get that system moving. That involves
Thank
the
you.
airport.
I hope you have the list
It
that
involves
my
land
office
crossings
provided.
in 3 different countries, and it involves working with different groups and organizations so that we can get this going and get this moving. And we're committed to doing that wherever we possibly can.
Gentlelady's time has expired. I now recognize Representative Kathy